Hi guys. So I'm going to start by reading a part of my original definition and then kind of go into what I would like to change or things I still agree with. So the original definition I had written started with instructional systems technology is the process of designing and facilitating learning using appropriate resources and technology. This includes the approach of utilizing one's knowledge and skills to apply proper procedures or resources to reach a desired outcome. In the learning design and technology field, this points us to the instructional design process. So my initial definition, I focused the majority of my paper on the instructional design process, including phases like analysis, design, and evaluation. While I don't disagree with most of what I wrote, I do believe there is so much more to instructional technology and within instructional design as well. So there are two specific quotes from my original paper that I think are important to know and still stand true. The first is that this process, instructional design, continues to evolve and progress every time it is utilized, as it may be adapted to meet the specific needs of each set of learners and each set of problems. And the other is that while systematic, the process of instructional design is never perfected and never the same. If I've learned anything throughout this course, both of these things still stand true. For every topic we studied, we encountered a variety of resources and ideas about the content. There are many different ways to approach instructional design problems, and every approach has a rhyme or reason that can be justified through a different lens. But I think that's what is so interesting about instructional systems is that there are so many different approaches to take, and there's always a way to perfect them and make them better. There are also a lot of aspects of instructional technology that I did not cover at all in my original paper. I'm a teacher and an educator, and so my brain often short circuits to instructional design because a lot of my day it involves lesson planning, analyzing instructional materials, and evaluating instruction and student performance. So for me, the actual technology piece is often not at the forefront of my brain. However, that is part of what makes instructional technology what it is. So throughout this course, we have learned about technology integration and technology plans, distance and online education, and then the actual integration of technology with instruction, so like gaming and virtual reality. So while instructional design is still a big piece of that puzzle, using technology to design and provide and enhance instruction is part of what makes it so interesting and fun to me. And my personal philosophy centers a lot around making learning engaging and accessible for everyone, especially as a special ed teacher. That's really important for me. But the technology tools and integration methods that we're learning is a part of what makes that possible. So for me, that's super important. But one of the greatest highlights and challenges of this course was also the many group projects and discussion-based assignments in which we all had to share and reflect on our ideas as a class. This really highlighted the importance of keeping an open mind and being open to taking on challenges from other perspectives. And a lot of my colleagues and peers are far more business or technology oriented. So being able to engage with them and their ideas was a huge support for me in trying to change my way of thinking when it comes to instructional technology and the whole field, really. So in reflecting upon my experience during this course and the work of my peers, I would continue to say that instructional technology is and always will be changing in a never-ending process. But as research changes, as learners change, and as new technologies arise, new problems do as well. So the work of someone in the instructional technology field is really never complete, but I honestly completely disagree with my original statement that instructional technology essentially is the work of an instructional designer, because there is so much more to it than that. But to its core, I believe that instructional systems technology is about problem solving and identifying and implementing technologies and strategies to solve those problems. So instructional design obviously plays a big role in that, but understanding how to identify a problem, identify solutions, and implement and evaluate those solutions is, in my opinion, what instructional technology is all about.